Oh no, no, not the singing of the jet. Oh Lord, help me. Sunshine. There ain't no sunshine when he sings here. It's clearly elder abuse over here. When you hear his voice out loud, oh, it feels like you're gonna howl. All right, guys. Welcome to the Mr. Vinny Show. Now, this is about the world of the New York Post. You may not agree with the New York Post, but it's a funny paper. And I'm a funny man. Read all about it. You can't get this kind of humor out of the dry New York Times. Tell the news for Vinny. Or the opinion. Yeah, this is Vinny's opinion. Nobody's gonna get in trouble but Vinny about this. And if you want to fight, if I had, I would boom you in the head. Oh, not the hand, not the hand. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, you don't want to deal with the hand. Oh, not the hand. Stop! Don't you look at that? You're gonna be backed up. Now, anyway, invitation to hate. This woman is an actress and a beauty, but she has the wrong idea. She wants to take all the Jewish people in Israel and throw them into the sea. What? Yes. That's horrible. And everybody knows that many Jews are not good swimmers. It's not their forte. They could fight. But did you ever see one at the beach? Well, I have, but they get so it's not their forte. They can't swim to Europe. No. That's how. So stop, beautiful woman. Are they trying to kill the population? What are they trying to do? They're trying to kill them all. And they're threatening and saying, we can remain in coexistence, but they don't mean it, and they do nasty things like kill people and massacre children. I won't even talk to you about that because this is supposed to be comedic, and that would be a downer. So what? They Nazi? What's going on? They're Nazi communists. Oh. The worst kind. They don't believe in that. And racist and true. Yeah, but they're very religious too. And they're mixing religion with it. They're like you took like things that don't even match and threw them together with no logic to it. Well, God, the real God, don't like this because this is the Holy Land. This is where he started. This is where he wanted all his places. Stop it. I don't want to use my right hand because I can't use my right hand. But if I could use my right hand, I'd tell that lady, I say, you are a beautiful woman and you shouldn't be hateful. That's my opinion. So now I'm taking Ozempic to lose weight. But it is working. I lost 50 pounds. Wow, congratulations. But they say there's something called the Ozempic effect. What's that? In which you get floppy skin. But you know where you get the floppy skin? Yeah. On your ankles. What? And I'm like, what? This is the most ridiculous thing I ever seen. That makes no sense. Yeah, it don't make no sense. I could see it in your belly. I can see it on your neck. I can see that. That's logical. But when you and Oprah has it and stuff, and she's selling it, but it worked for me. And I look at my ankles every day to see if there's floppy. Oprah is sexy though. A sexy black woman. Oh my God. Black woman ever. My captor here is insane. Oprah was when she was in The Color Purple, which I never saw the movie because I was a young man. I didn't want to see a woman's movie. She was a good looker. I was saying. For age. She's just a little sick right now. I think I can escape from my captor because he has bad eyesight. Okay, yeah, she's a beauty. Oh, she's got big boobs. Oh, that I love. Oh, I love. What? When he talks, he made her more beautiful, but she's sick. She's in a wheelchair now. No, Oprah? An electric wheelchair. Really? So she's sick. Yeah, because she has wrinkled ankles. She probably can't walk without flopping around. But you want her for the money. You're a gold digger, Smurf. I don't care if a woman's poor or rich, as long as she's beautiful and a bodybuilder or a wrestler. Or I like Amazon women.
he was an Amazon woman. So when he looks at a woman on TV, he said, "Who you looking at?" And he does the wrestling move and you know Zivani again.
That's true. If I hadn't come to the hospital one, because I'm very easily breakable right now, but I'm gonna get better with prayer and vitamins and diet. I will become strong again and have the strength of 10 little children.
Okay, Hercules, what's going on?
Yeah, that's just, yeah, yeah, that was Hercules, I believe. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Next, NASA got a date with a asteroid. Oh, that's very promising. In other words, we're going to recycle and do all these things to save the planet, and some big ass asteroid is going to crash into us.
We don't want that.
I'm not going to recycle now because there's no point. Now I just want to have fun. Boys just want to have fun and do the hoopy every day with as many women. Is that it's okay? But the ladies don't like it. They want us to be loyal to them. And they want all our money, even though I don't have any for them.
Can't take it all.
You can't take it back. Oh, Cuomo's not unsettled by suit. Now, this is what's going on.
Okay.
Governor Cuomo, he's a little handy with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
He'd like to, hey, you look very good. Oh, I'm making an Italian accent. You look very good today. Let me hug you.
Today.
You let me pinch your butt. You're very attractive. Let me run. I will chase you around the desk. Okay, well, yes, yeah. He doesn't talk like he doesn't talk like you. I'll buy you a house. And then you all go when I'm cheating on the wife. I'm going to see you. You'll be my girl Friday. Every other day it's my wife and my family, and out of respect. Well, he did this. He had a harem in his abode, but he claims that he didn't do the hoopy doo. All he did was grab and chase and have them sit in his lap. Now, I may be making a radical move, but I believe everybody should have their fiefdom. And if those women went into the office and he got headshots and butt shots, I would suspect that something was up. And I saw the headshots of these women. They were glamour shots, like, ooh, I'm a sexy girl.
How you know it wasn't Photoshop pictures or pictures?
Really? You think that those were photoshopped and those girls actually very businesslike outfits, but he made them look like floozies?
You're right.
Ah,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I didn't think of that though. It could be. Cuomo, bad boy, stop being bad. And then Cuomo, uh, he had a situation. Oh, close the doors. Maybe I'm making too much noise because they made the TV louder. Okay, the Cuomo, uh, uh, he, he, um, he, well, I lost my train of thought. I went derailed. Look at me. Cuomo put all these people who had COVID in the hospital with the other old people. Now, I think it was a plan to kill somebody who Cuomo had the hit on. So, but he wanted to cover the crime. So, what he did was he put a whole bunch in the law of averages that would kill the old Italian guy who was a man of respect, and that's what I do. Now, I'm not implying that Cuomo's a part of the mob. Well, I am implying that Cuomo's a part of the mob. He's Italian, isn't he? Aren't we all? I'm 1/5 Italian. I had more mafia guys running around my house than Italian land where all these Sicilians are. It's true. You think I'm lying? Well, maybe I am. How much? What do you hung up on the truth? This is an entertainment network, you crazies.
You're right. You're right.
Well, you at Cross. Oh, you know what?
Well,
The little children, the youth, the young'uns are finding God.
What?
The Almighty, the Lord of the living universe.
The world, the life, and the history.
Of all of it. There even Mr. Smurf is wearing a cross. And if a man like him can find God, because God's been running away from him for years, You say, is God following? Am I following God? Who's following who? Are we going in circles? I
Right.
have no idea. I have all my icons here. I'm covering all bases. But I do believe there's a God out there. But I believe he has friends, like other gods and angels, and maybe even demons.
Oh,
Could that be that God's friendly with demons? Well, he's supposed to love everybody, even stupid demons. And who is the devil?
who's those?
Isn't the devil in all of us to an extent? Don't we do naughty things?
Right.
If you ever listen to this guy here, you know he's naughty.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, and even me. I have my naughty tendencies. But other than that, I'm not demonic. No, I'm a good guy, can't you see? Not a big asshole. Oh, I almost said a bad word. Not a big butted asshole. I am a big butted. Oh, look, let's stop this song. It's going in the wrong direction. Oh my God, he's singing. Oh, the hell I'm in. Oh, he's singing. Oh, use no, they're finding God. And God's finding them. I once met these Mormons, and I was flirting with becoming a Mormon because I thought I could have 7 wives, and they were called elders, and they were like 18 years old, and it confused me because they had these young innocent boys giving me Bibles and going in on Facebook, and but you know what they wanted me to do? They wanted me to give up coffee. Oh, I love coffee. And get up early on Sunday morning or a Saturday and go to church. Well, I'm a late sleeper. I sleep and even when I get up early, I don't feel like going to church and being baptized because they throw you in a pool. I could drown. I could make such a splash. I wet them all. It would be embarrassing. Right, wedding these elder 12-year-olds, not 12-year-old, but they certainly had the innocence of it, I'll tell you that much. And they didn't allow they having 7 wives anymore. So even their big perk was gone. I didn't like that. Where am I? Where I know where I'm in prison. VPAS health meet and meet and oh, this happened. Now I'm going back in time. The vice president, J.D. Vance, who just turned Catholic because he was convinced by his Indian wife to do it. How that works, I don't know. Was visiting the Pope. And the Pope, and they were talking, and they had invitations because J.P. Vance is very conservative. And this Pope that we had was the most liberal Pope ever. He even wanted atheists to be able to join the church, which is kind of crazy. That defeats the purpose. I mean, you go to church to find God and God to find you, not to say, there's no God. We're all just descended from a bunch of monkeys. Do I look like a person that's descended from a monkey?
No.
No. Does Mr. Smurf look like somebody who's descended from a monkey?
No.
No, there's an argument for
You
that.
look like gonna rob your house.
I look like monkeys would rob my house?
No, I look like I'm gonna rob your
That's
house.
true.
Yeah.
But he was gonna, I suspect he was gonna rob my house. But what he decided to do is stick around and like, torment me. That's much more fun than just a little encounter. But I'm gonna make him a good person.
I wanted more. I ain't want to take your item. I wanted more.
He wanted more. And I had a lot of bananas in the house. You know how monkeys like bananas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they love their
They
bananas.
love their bananas.
I love my bananas too. I have to confess. So I might be part monkey. Oh, how made them watch the sky. This was a president. They tried to make somebody an MS-13 innocent, and he beat his wife, and he hung out, and he was uh, taking illegals to job sites, like trafficking people, and he was hanging out with very bad people. And the only good thing about him was the hairstylist, which I used to be a hairstylist too. I still am a hairstylist. If I could walk and stand, I'd cut people's hair. But anyway,
So you think he's not innocent?
oh my God, is he guilty? He's more guilty than you, and you're pretty guilty. Oh, no, he's part of M16. They're just trying to get him out of a technicality. That's all.
Just because he's in a gang, he's guilty?
Yeah, what do you think the point of a gang is? To have play hopscotch, especially certain games.
So if I was in a gang, that means I should be in jail.
Well, yeah. Aren't you in jail now, stuck with me in this room when you really look at it?
Right.
Maybe you're in hell. You don't know it. I mean, certainly having to listen to your own singing is a part of hell.
You're right.
You have ears.
Maybe he built it where I can't tell if it's hell or not.
Yeah, that's you've seen Twilight Zone episodes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this could be a complicated thing. We could be in a Stephen bad things happen to good people in Stephen King book. And maybe we're in a Stephen King
We're
story.
walking in clouds where we'll be walking in fire.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, let's see. Fury over Crockett Dem Slam. This is good. This dubs into that guy who's in MS-13. She said that he's a good guy, and also that Donald Trump is more of a criminal than he is. No,
No.
Donald Trump is a nice man who's eccentric and obnoxious, we'll admit that, but he is the hand of God put to the earth. And it's not just because God thinks the earth has jumped the shark and he should just do whatever he wants. It's because in a strange way, we need an unstable man to stabilize an unstabilized world. That's too profound for you. I'm getting very profound. I'm a profound guy, you know. Now I gotta turn now, Smurf.
But also,
I gotta take this and turn it around.
You gotta remember,
Now come here, Smurf.
when I was reading the news,
Smurfy.
it says Trump is also losing votes.
He's not, nobody's voting right now. You know what? He's losing in the polls. See, no, you gotta take another piece of tape. No, but that's in the mood. You know what that's like? That's like, what somebody's in the mood, sometimes they love you and sometimes they don't. That's it, they're in the mood. It's when they vote, actually, that it means something in action.
They're saying he's losing votes.
He's not losing, he's losing potential votes. That's different. That's like basing things on a woman who's having her period. You know, oh, she loves you and then she hates you. That's why I can't do the hoopy doop. There's a lot of things why I'm not with a girl, but one of them is they're moody. And I'm not moody. I'm moody in a nice way. I'm a good person. But look, you see what you just did? You blurred me. You crazy lady, mister. Listen, you want. What do you do? Oh, okay. I accept this.
Is it true, people? Is he really losing votes? Or are they just saying that?
They're just saying, it's like, I'll explain to you something.
Oh, yeah.
This is based on the midterm elections. Do you know that? And what potentially is going to happen when 2028 happens,
Mhm.
right? That's 6 months from now, the midterms, and that's uh, 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 4 years from now, right?
Mhm.
He ain't losing any votes because nobody's voting. He's losing. It looks bad because people are afraid of turfs. Well, stop being afraid of turfs. If Donald Trump doesn't do what he does now, we'll all be speaking Chinese. And I'll tell you something about speaking Chinese. It's the hardest language to learn. And you have to learn Mandarin, and you have to learn the other one. I forget. I can't even remember it. And you talk, you understand what I just said? I said, and maybe I'll have to speak Japanese. And every cut off, I said, oh, you don't want to do that. I can barely speak English, let alone these languages.
And he can not use his phone, so you know he's not going nowhere.
No, I can't even do that. I'm doomed. I'm a doomed man, yes indeed.
Yes,
Even if I
indeed.
survive my operations, can't you see?
Even if I'm
If
not
and if I live, I'll have to listen to his songs all day long. God, take me away from here, so I don't have to hear. Oh, look.
All right, guys.
There's so much I can take. Let me go. Cop reps files, GOP reps films. Oh, somebody in the GOP was in a place and a transgendery said, listen, we have to accept us as women. We're real women. Well, I'll tell you something. I respect somebody who is spiritually wants to be a woman and might dress in a provocative way like a woman. But underneath that, they are the men, and they have to accept that. They can't force their beliefs, not the reality, on the rest of us. It's coercion. And don't Stravini will not be coerced.
Yeah, that's true. It's like if you get pulled over and
Mhm.
your ID says men,
Right.
and you're dressed like a woman, look like a woman, have
Mhm.
and your ID still say men, you're considered a man
That's crazy.
unless you change it.
That's
But
like
how you gonna change the gender?
you can't do that.
You
And
can't do it.
you
You're
can't.
naturally born a man.
You can always it's cosmetic.
Exactly.
I'm sorry God did that to you, or nature, or fate. That's not my fault. You can't force that on me. Oh, I'll fight you. I'll fight you. And even Smurf will stick up for me. And Smurf is my mortal enemy on this earth. He won't give me the salt, and I want my food.
I keep my enemy closer.
Yeah, that's what I say. Keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. He's been reading
I've
McVoldy.
been very close to him.
Oh yeah, he's right in my back.
Yeah.
Because that's why he could get the knife and stab you in the mouth.
Oh,
Now let's see here. Trans athletes, some states, they say that we're gonna let the trans athletes, they're gonna be able to compete against women. They'll destroy women's sports. And I say, oh, but no, Stravini, you're not being fair because you wrestled women in many ways. But I was a little above average strength. And also these women were highly skilled athletes, MMA fighters, wrestlers, bodybuilders. But I lost most of the time. But this is different. These training gendings, they're what you call athletes, and they will destroy the female sports. Don't you see that? And you say, but we want to be a part of something. Then make a third sport where everybody can compete. Co-ed sports. How simple would that be? Like co-ed bathrooms. You have your men's room, your woman's room, and your co-ed.
Imagine
What?
having a transgender sport.
Yeah, and people would watch and
You
money.
know how interesting would that be?
That would be interesting. Yeah, and you would get rid of all this conflict and all this hate and all this anger.
I think the problem would be that the transgender people might not like that.
Right now they don't like it, but they're not going to have much choice about it because Trumpy's on the march.
Yeah, but they don't like it.
Then oh no,
They're gonna
'cause
try to give their own sports.
well if
And
they
now then they're gonna like that. Because they're gonna be like, why don't you guys have to give us our own transgender sport when we can just play other sports, our regular sports with women and men?
you're different, underneath it, you're guys. I can't put on a dress and wrestle somebody and say I'm a woman, say my age, who was not was about the same condition I am. Well, we both get heart attacks and die, but that's not the point. The point is not about me, it's about the bigger picture. Well, anyway, what's going on? Libertines, Oh, I don't know what that means. Libertarian, they claim that Obama is a hypocrite.
Why?
Why?
He's
Because
not the president anymore.
he's
Why
not,
is Obama a hypocrite when he's not the president anymore?
because he's behind
He
everything.
lost presidential 2 years ago.
No, see, it doesn't work.
Actually, no, it wasn't even 2 years ago.
No,
It was,
he has no sense of time, this man. Let me tell you something. Obama is the manipulator,
that
but
was 2 years ago.
he's still manipulating things. You think Joe Biden was in charge of the presidency? Obama was. And it was always Obama.
He can't be presidential
You know,
because he doesn't have control.
no, he controls everything. He's like the
He's not
spider.
president no more.
Now he doesn't control everything because Trump upended him in his empire of the darkness.
You
I'm
know
telling
why
you.
he's not president? Because he was trying to come back to become president, and Trump said no.
No, but you have to read your constitution.
He said no, you cannot be president.
No.
You will serve your term,
Yeah,
and that's what he said.
no, this is according to the
He
constitution.
refused.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
I don't understand. You've been reading the Daily News too much because what happened was that Theodore Roosevelt, no, not maybe Theodore, the other Roosevelt, not Teddy. Well, anyway, one of the Roosevelts, he went for 4 terms or something like that, and the Republicans say this is out of control. You can't have that's like a king. He's forever. So they changed the Constitution so you can only go 2 times, and that was 85 years ago. So nobody can go for 2 terms. But you know what they can do? They can install their puppet. And Biden was the puppet of the mafia, of the gay mafia, and the what's his name? Obama. And that's my argument. And even though I'm insane, that's because I see everything. And when you see everything, you go crazy. It's true.
Yeah, but like this just says, you need evidence for that. You can't just.
No, what am I? What am I, a cop? I can't even get out of this house, let alone gather evidence. Let me tell you something.
We need information. That's like spreading rumor. That's like saying, "Oh, my toes is yellow."
I've seen your toes.
Why would my toe be yellow?
Maybe
It could
because
be blue.
no, your
So
toes.
without a picture or rumor or any doctors know, how you supposed to know my fingers?
Because people would tell me, they would say, that Smurf, he's a nice guy, but he has yellow toes, and we're worried. Maybe he's stepping into Vincent's urine. And we have to watch out for him because he's going to slip and hurt his head. And the only good thing about that, he'll probably stop singing because it'll be a sign of God. Stop that. You violate everything that is good and decent in the world. Your voice is like 1,000 mowing cats. And I don't mean cats, happy cats. I mean more like cats are not getting enough whoopie doo. Unhappy cats. Or you ever hear a cat when they do the whoopie doo together?
You talking about the cat that you got to throw the shoes outside the window so you can see? Shut up, cat! Boom.
This is not, I want evidence of my crimes. I never did that. I love the animals, the doggies, the cats. I have pictures of me with the animals.
This is why I can only find one pair of shoes.
Yep.
Because his other pair of shoes outside his window.
You know, this is character assassination. This is what you call elder abuse and using because sometimes I don't know what's going on, but I do know what's going on. Oh yes, I do. I do. I close one eye and I see the world as it really is, and it scares the hoopy doop out of me. And I said hoopy doop in context of the F word because I don't use that. This is a kids' network at times. We can't do that. I can't make it just for adults. I gotta make people have my same mentality. Yeah. Let's see. We're almost done. Don Stop Easter. Oh, Mr. Biden, the puppet, went out to get money for the Democratic Party to campaign for them, and also to get some money for himself. But nobody's going to his lectures because he's brain dead. And now and the Democrats, once they use you, they abuse you, and they're just leaving him behind to hang in the wind. Not even gonna give him his library. And as much as I didn't like Biden, the man should have a library. A Not a nice library. I would give him a tiny little library saying all the accomplishments of Biden. And it'll only be one. I ruined the country. That's his accomplishment. But now the the tool, and I call him the tool of the gods, Mr. Trumpy. See, I got a thing in Mr. Trumpy there. See that? He's a Buddha. He's a Buddha, yes, indeed, with a wing. Oh my God. I'm gonna call the cops on you. It's noise pollution. That's what it is. He's filling the world. When you go, all of a sudden you got a headache and you're for no reason at all. You'll know it's because somewhere Jay, the jackal, is singing.
But this is gonna happen. Please don't tell me. They gotta handcuff me. Put my shoes on, jacket. Then you gotta go to prison. Then when they take me to the prison, you're gonna take me back to the running. He gotta stay here because we can't take his version of me.
Yeah, because you start singing there and exposing people to probably his yellow toes. See, he tries. Look at. Did you see them? If you get a good look.
He's like, we can't take his version of him. We bring him
Oh
back.
no, that would break.
You gotta keep him here.
It's true. It's true. It would break the back of the police department. They're depressed and not appreciated enough. Don't just push our policemen, and they might use their guns or tasers or tear gas. God knows what it'll be all justified, of course. Maybe calling the National Guard. Stop his voice, stop his voice. Bombings would happen, and people would deal with the collateral damage just to stop his voice. It'd be like an alien invasion from the outer space.
That's all right.
That's well for you. For the rest of us, it'll be a big relief. I'm bleeding from the ears as it is. Let's see what's going on. Cherry. What the hell? I can't read my own here. Charming Cherry, cheering bad stuff. This is about they're cheering bad stuff in the Middle East. It upsets me. Of cheer. Cheering. I don't know what I'm writing anymore. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is about that guy who killed the not real estate, the insurance man.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
Oh, man, and because he's handsome, he gets away with killing people.
He's getting away with it. He's like, I'm tired of this.
Right. How's he doing? What? Because he's more handsome than me? What if I start killing people and shooting them in the back? But even people who are bad, you think I can get away with it? But because he's pretty, he gets away with everything.
Because he's right. They didn't even try to put him in the cell right away. They just handcuff him and said, you gotta see the judge.
They got a video of him with the bullet shooting the guy in the back. And then he goes around and he's not the brightest lamp in the world. I mean, he's smart in some ways, but he flirts with girls and he takes his damn mask off and says, "Hi, ladies, how are you? You're very attractive." Maybe he says it with an Italian accent. Hello, how are you? Let's meet you and have a sex, see? That's true. I made him actually not sound Italian, but Swedish. But you get the gist.
Even a woman who likes women, celebrity, said on the news that he will make a woman straight. I was like, what? Oh no.
Oh my God. This is good. This is too far.
We're going too far right here.
The world has gone crazy. And as a crazy man, I know what crazy is. Abortion, terrorism. Now I'm going to tell you something.
Mhm.
The baby is in the belly and it's real. So if you get pregnant and it's just between you and your doctor and you, it's not true because you got a passenger. Now, if you want to say, no, I don't want to have a passenger, but God gets mad when you say there's nobody in there at all. See, he don't like lying. And the God of wrath is here on this earth. That's why there's all this bad stuff and locusts coming in and meteors going to hit the earth and Mr. Smurf singing. These are all signs of the apocalypse. And you know what the apocalypse means?
Well,
The worst disaster ever. I won't be able to watch my boxing because the apocalypse has interrupted the whole scheme. And nobody will be able to rescue me because I'll be last on the list. I'll be in my little wheelchair. Please help me, the apocalypse has come, but I am without worth because you don't believe in God, so nobody's gonna get you for being a nasty guy or gal or gender be denied. I don't like that. Okay, scary keeps kills on. Oh, you know what happened? This is a sign of the apocalypse. Oh, a woman was taped a bunch of alligators knocking on her door, literally knocking on her door, like somebody who was wanted to be a guest at the house. I saw the pictures. Florida, Florida, you're a wonderful place. You're kind of conservative about the human race. But you live near a swamp and alligators all around.
Alligators around.
And the only thing worse than being out of with an alligator is Mr. Smurf's sound.
I wanna get even better. Crocodile.
Crocodiles and alligators are two different things, you know that?
Well, they were same family, they'll take my arm off and then eat it and put it in belly, and I'll still sing the he let me go.
You know, I hate to discourage him, but he's absolutely right. They are of the same family. But as me and the Smurf are of the same family, but there's a difference. I'm a civilized man and an intelligent person, while he is a bad. Well, he's not bad. I have to admit it. He's a good person. But anyway, that's not part of my routine. I can't. Well, what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna do something for a sacrifice. We're gonna end this with a song, and I'm gonna let the Killer Smurf sing along. I hope we have been entertaining and not so offensive, I see, but I'm as obnoxious as can be. I'm insane, can't you see? But I do take my meds. Oh, now soon I have to go to bed. I have a man who watches over me, but is he a good guy or is he in league with Satan? And he wants to make me go goodbye. And if I have to hear the sound of his voice one more time, life won't be meaning him to
I
me.
got something for you guys. I guess it's good now the rain is gone.
I'm singing in the rain with a man who is deranged. What am I gonna do? The Smurf has got the best of me, you see. I have to listen to him and do a duet with a crazy man. But I think it's all out of hand. Anyway, pretty soon I'm gonna go to the hospital for a while, so you might not see no student videos.
We gotta do the Benny broadcast on the cell phone.
Well, we're gonna start to do it. It'll be a little distorted, but we're gonna do it
Different,
a
but
little different.
Benny
And people
broadcast
can,
ain't going nowhere.
yeah, Vinny, that's right. You know, for a person who's reading to the forces of darkness, you're a positive man. I take back everything I think about you and said about you. He does not have yellow toes. They're a little beige.
There's just rumors. I just ate too much bananas.
Well, maybe you did. Maybe when you were cleaning up my pee-pee, you got some on your toes.
It's
And
just
then
I ate
somebody,
too much bananas, and a doctor said I could be turned into a banana.
you know, you know what he is? It's true. It's happened already. Because you're a second banana. Yeah, you know what a second banana was in the shortest?